Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Moneyline Madness podcast. I'm your host, Matt Cherico. I am alongside my brother, Andy B023 on Twitter.com. Andy, how are we feeling today?
Oh, fantastic. I mean, the weekend probably couldn't have been any better in all sports. There was a lot of football, but preseason, but there was a lot of baseball and good baseball, if you know what I mean, for one side.
Hey, we'll take any football we could get right now. Coming off these summer weeks, it's been pretty dead. So any type of football at all. Hey, I was enjoying, I think last night, the Raiders preseason game. I was enjoying that.
They're 2-0. They're 2-0.
Hey, they're rolling. They were rolling.
I didn't enjoy that I got a notification. I didn't watch the game. I was watching the Mets. So I got a notification that Jordan Love had 200 yards and 2 touchdowns. I was like, oh, let's go. He had 3 interceptions. So
that as well. I mean, it's preseason, expected. Yeah. So it is.
Which means he was throwing interceptions to practice squad players. Love you, Jordan.
Yeah. Speaking of practice squad guys, I mean, they might as well sign you out there. Start swinging the rock. I mean,
I'd be a good. I think at my weight, I'd probably be a nice linebacker with no speed.
Clay Matthews did it for you guys for how many years? 0 speed.
Did.
So you're right up there with him. All right. Well, football talk aside, we're going to be talking NBA Christmas Day schedule because that just came out last night, and we may as well talk about it since we're here. The Kevin Durant rumors. So nothing really too new has come out, but the Celtics, the Heat, Raptors are still the favorites. Celtics actually the whopping favorite to land Kevin Durant. Andy, obviously a Celtics fan. How do we feel about that? What's going on in your head?
At this point, it's like, show me it, right? I don't want to trade Jaylen Brown for him. I think you're not going to sway me on that. I don't think there's any circumstance in which at this point you even have to trade Jaylen Brown, because who else is touching a package of like Marcus Smart, a bunch of picks, and probably a bunch of role players? Like, are they trading Scotty Barnes? I doubt it. So I don't think there's a package that's going to touch the Celtics' best offer, and ultimately they have to trade him. I don't think he's going to play for him again. I mean,
I don't know. They said a holdout. He would rather go into a holdout than play at this point.
That place is so toxic right now, and they built that themselves. The Nets, they did a terrible job. Honestly, as long as he doesn't come to Boston and ruin the culture, because this is going to be the first season where the Celtics are coming into it expecting to win the finals after they lost last year. And there's going to be a different type of
There's a lot of expectations on you guys now at this point. And you had the other one. You had Kyrie. That didn't work out. And now you're just plugging in the other fella. And I mean, if it didn't work having both of them in Brooklyn, you're trying each one at a separate time. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like you said, if it ain't broke, don't fix it at this point. It's just not worth tampering with a squad that just made it to the NBA Finals, overachieved in pretty much every aspect. Brand new head coach. That was really more than you could have ever imagined, as a Celtics fan this past season. So I don't understand really messing up that core, taking it for granted.
They should
in that
not.
Sense. It doesn't make sense to me.
I think altogether, I feel like I think he goes to Miami. I'll be honest. I think that they get to the point where
they give up.
We're not giving up Jaylen Brown. I think they give up. Well, do they have to give up Bam, or they can't give up Bam?
They have. Well, no, they want one of Bam or Jimmy, and
No, but I know what the Nets want. If there is nobody better than Tyler Hero, they're not getting Bam Adebayo. But be fair with
Tyler slander.
I love Tyler, but at the same time, if they're not getting Jaylen Brown, who's the next best player that they can?
No, I would want Bam, or else it's just deals off the table, 100%. I need a young guy with even still, Bam doesn't satisfy me.
No, he doesn't.
He really Jaylen Brown package doesn't even really satisfy me to the full extent.
Well, that's because they thought that Rudy Gobert trade absolutely
ruined everything. It did. Yeah. It ruined everything right
Danny
now.
Ainge knew what he was doing.
It's a stalemate. Even with the Donovan Mitchell trade, it's still just a stalemate. They're just waiting. They don't want to go into the regular season with him on the roster still.
No.
So it's just literally Danny Ainge sticking it out with Leon Rose, and then you got the Nets situation, and all of basketball otherwise is just waiting on these 3,
that's
4
why
GMs.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm a little surprised the schedule even is coming out. I thought they would wait till the absolute last minute, because if KD's traded, I don't want to see Brooklyn on any primetime games all year. Nobody's watching Kyrie ultimately, because I don't think even Kyrie wants to watch Kyrie on the court right now. Like, I don't even think he wants to be there. So
yeah,
I think I'm a little surprised because then if that were to happen, I mean, we already get the Knicks shoved down our throats anyway. We would get them even more. So
hey, Donovan Mitchell on Christmas Day is going to be absolute chills.
It will be.
It's going to be chills. Him and Harden just flamethrower in the Garden. Harden probably putting up maybe like 15 and 6 with an underwhelming like maybe 4 assists, but
probably
Donovan Mitchell's going to be exciting. And so that with that being said, you want to run us through the schedule real quick, because you guys got, from the looks of Sham's tweet at least, you guys got game 1.
Yeah, I'm not sure if this is the confirmed order, but this is the order Shams put it, and it is Bucks at Celtics, 76ers at Knicks, Suns at Nuggets, Lakers at Mavericks, and everybody's favorite Twitter beef, Grizzlies at Warriors. So there's good games there. I'm not sure if that's going to be the order. The only reason I say that is the Suns and Nuggets look like prime to be the 10 o'clock game that they play every year. Like, no offense to either team, that is not that's not going to be in the middle of the day. Nobody's watching that game in the middle of the day. So
realistically, the rankings that I would put it in, I would probably put Suns, because the Knicks usually play at noon or like 1 o'clock.
Yeah, that's
so,
why I'm thinking it's Sixers.
If we're
Knicks is the first game. That would be my guess. If
we're having a noon start, or maybe I want to say like 11 a.m. last year they started.
No, I think it was noon. I think it's noon.
All right, so we'll say
I think it
noon.
goes noon, 2:30.
I don't think the fact that we're playing the Sixers will make it at noon though. So I think actually now I'm thinking West Coast time too. Yeah, we're gonna be stuck with the noon game. You guys are gonna be like 2:30.
2:30 would be my guess. Yeah,
and
that was what it was last year too.
I think the primetime game is the Grizzlies Warriors. The Lakers Mavs will be like that 4 or 5 o'clock game.
Yeah.
And then Grizzlies Warriors will be that 10 o'clock, like Suns Nuggets right in between that. But
yeah,
I mean, I just don't get.
No, yeah, the way the schedule goes, it goes 12, 2:30, 5 o'clock, 8:30, 10 o'clock. So my guess is it's going to be Boston at 2:30 and then the Lakers at 5.
Yeah. So. Yeah, everyone clowning the Knicks, but can we talk about the fact that the bum ass Lakers are still having Christmas Day games? Like, the Lakers.
Let me be. No, that's not what I was going to say. That's what I was going to say. They have LeBron. Do you really think La Christmas isn't going to happen? Come on.
Christmas.
They got to play that Sprite commercial.
Listen.
For everybody to hear.
Listen. All I'm saying is that Obi Toppin also plays basketball on Christmas Day, and we should be equally as excited.
Yeah, I'm so excited for him. Do you want a Sprite cranberry? Come on, man. You've seen that.
Literally.
I know you.
They just want to push that on us, and unless
it's all capitalism. Come on.
No, with LeBron, it's communism. I'm sorry.
Oh God.
Jeez.
Not La China. Not La China.
If they want to force this type of Christmas, because honestly, Lakers Mavericks, that has the potential to be a stinker.
It does. It might be a 30-point game.
Like, think about it. We're like one Luka sprain away from that being like just an awful game.
Yeah.
Because beyond that,
when Luka gets hurt,
they're really depending on this being like Luka versus LeBron. And like Anthony Davis, I'm already counting him to be in street clothes. Like that doesn't like Christmas Day, and you wake up Christmas morning and you have to hear Russell Westbrook throwing up bricks. Literally Christmas Day, these kids want to go to just a nice NBA game. Their parent thinks they're doing them a good job, and they just have to hear Westbrook just throwing bricks off the backboard. The gym is just sounding like gunshots.
Oh yeah. That's gonna happen. My guess is that'll be the second game. Well, they don't play games on Christmas Eve, which I've never understood. That they play games on Christmas, but they won't play on Christmas Eve. I don't understand.
Yeah, I don't know.
But the Mavericks will play a triple overtime game on the 23rd, and they'll sit Luka. How about that?
Yeah, no, literally, it's gonna be bad. Or Mr. Glass is definitely missing that game. I'm already counting Anthony Davis out for that.
There's no way Anthony Davis is playing.
He's that like fragile at this point. It's really upset. I'm like, he's gonna play the first 2 weeks. He's gonna miss the month of October. Right?
Oh, no. The first 2 weeks are in October. So he'll miss the month of November.
I'm counting on him playing like one preseason game.
Oh, okay.
I'm saying he's gonna get like 15 preseason minutes. They're gonna be like, all right, we're gonna rest him. He's gonna come back the first week, right? He's gonna have a solid he might put up like 30 and 21 game, and everyone's gonna be like, Anthony Davis back, stapled, like print it. Anthony Davis, the Lakers back. all of a sudden, what's going to happen? An ankle sprain, a hammy. Like it's every
what
year
ends
with Anthony Davis.
What ends first, the Yankees season or Anthony Davis's season?
Well, let's see. The Yankees are going to be playing in November, so it's I don't know. Anthony Davis will. I don't know. What comes first, Anthony Davis getting hurt or Russell Westbrook getting benched?
Well, now that Ham has the I love how they like
Darvin Ham. Clarify?
Yeah.
Like he's allowed permission to bench. Yeah, he's allowed to bench Russell Westbrook.
Yeah, the guy the guy we handed our franchise to, he's allowed to coach. He's allowed to do his job. Thank you for that.
Yeah, Russ gave him the green light. Don't worry.
Yeah. LeBron said, you can bench him if you want. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's disgusting. And I mean, one thing I'm not looking forward to as well, John Morant's tweets leading up to that game. Yeah. I know you saw it last night. Him tweet at Dre, and he was like, "We got what we wanted."
Oh, he didn't get everything. He wanted the game to be in Memphis.
Yeah.
The NBA didn't want
right?
that.
They wanted the Warriors to come to the trenches.
Yeah. Memphis.
Yeah, John Morant was raised.
Memphis is where Elvis was born.
Yeah,
true story. So it's not the exact trenches, if you will.
Yeah, but no, it's rough out in the
all
Bay
in all,
Area
I think
too.
all in all, I think I'm obviously most excited for the Celtics game, although I might not even be watching it because the Packers play at 1. So who really knows?
Yeah, that is true.
The NBA used to own Christmas, but
the NFL.
After
as
long
Kamara
as the
put
NFL
up 6 touchdowns.
Yeah. NFL owns. I mean, we play the Dolphins, so it's not like the Packers-Dolphins game in Miami is going to outshine the Knicks game, right? But I don't know what the night games are in the NFL. I think the Bills were one of them. Those games will probably earn more than the other games because ultimately the NBA just tries to go on names and that's not really going to sell anymore. You got to have good games, and unfortunately,
you do. I mean, although I think the Celtics Bucks is a great game, especially.
That's by far the best game on there. Oh yeah, that's by far the best game on that list.
Yeah, I actually NFL on Christmas the past couple years has been exciting. I mean, we had the Alvin Kamara game, and honestly, I had Alvin Kamara on my fantasy team that year. I was in the championship.
Oh hell yeah!
I still lost.
Is
that not painful? Is
that
hurts?
Ridiculous? Yeah, that definitely hurts because he had 70 points, 60 points.
He had 71 points.
There you go.
You know who he had on the other side? He had Devontae when he had that 4 touchdown, 200-yard game, and then he had Diggs when he had 3 touchdowns, 150 yards.
That's just sad. I would not play fantasy football the next season if I were you. That would have been me.
Alvin Kamara put up 6 touchdowns, right? I changed my fantasy name. We're in the championship. I changed my fantasy name, just 6-piece spicy nugget.
Oh my god!
I was dude, 6 touchdowns.
Broncos at Rams.
Broncos at Rams game. Christmas. At
now that they have Russell Wilson, it's a better game for sure.
It's going to be a shootout. Listen, Russell Wilson, that's a man of Christ. He's going to be playing his heart out on Christmas Day. You best believe.
Sure. Yeah, Christmas Day for football last year was pretty good too. I had COVID, so I was watching the Packers with COVID, so I was barely even moving. But they had a really good game where they actually almost blew it to the Browns. So I remember Christmas last year was very nerve-wracking toward the end of the game. Hopefully this year for the Packers, Tua throws a couple interceptions to Jair Alexander, and that game's over by halftime.
That'll happen.
Then I can sit down for dinner.
Broncos Rams at 4:30 might take all the shine away from the Lakers Mavericks game.
It almost definitely will.
Because think about it, if you're in LA, right? Are you watching a regular season? Anthony Davis isn't playing.
Well,
Anthony Davis isn't going to play. So are you going to watch just LeBron against Luka, or are you going to watch
that's the thing.
Broncos Rams? I'm tapping into the football game.
Yeah, no, you're right. I was looking at the schedule and I was wondering, that's a little odd that the Lakers aren't the home team, right? Even though they suck, they play in a historic arena, whatever. They can't do that because the Rams play at home. So now they have the situation where the LA would literally be, it's already bad in traffic, but it'd be even worse if they had the game there. So
seriously,
that's why the Mavericks are the home team.
And what's kind of crazy is that LA has so much going on, and you would think if you would have said to somebody 5 years ago, LeBron's coming to the Lakers, and that's going to be the worst part of LA,
in
that time, they would have thought you were crazy,
no, you're right. because their baseball team,
baseball team is absurd. The Dodgers have been reigning as the best team in baseball pretty much. They're 1 or 2 in the power rankings the past 5 years.
Yeah.
Then you go in the Rams, obviously Super Bowl champs. It's just they're at the top of the game right now.
Yeah, and their college teams, I believe. I don't know where USC is, to be honest. I don't know the exact location, but I know UCLA's right there, and they got some big news this offseason too, and they're going to be a pretty solid team in football. So, yeah, the Lakers are definitely going to have to fight for their ratings this year.
Yeah, no, literally. But I mean, we may as well, since we're talking about the Dodgers, we may as well head over to the baseball field. Because we're making money. That's a given at this point on the Moneyline Madness podcast. So, Dodgers, I do not believe that they play tonight, unfortunately, but we're coming elsewhere. What? Oh no, they play the Brew Crew. I'm sorry.
You lie.
I don't have a pick for that game. I'm not really.
No, I don't either.
I
have no interest in the Brewers game.
Yeah, I mean, Brewers are just. I think we said it like a week ago. Brewers are just hard to read.
Yeah, they're kind of a dull team too. They don't have enough to win, but they are in the race. Like
if I'm looking at something in this game, I mean even then like Urias, I used to ride his strikeouts when it sat at like 4.5, 5.5.
Yeah,
it's all the way bumped up to 6.5 now that everybody's throwing well for them. I mean even the hit. Like, Freddie Freeman to get a hit at minus 250. I don't even like that, Like, it's just none of those are really speaking to me. So I'm going to I'm keeping it in California, but I'm going to go to the Padres, truthfully, if you're okay with that.
Oh, I'm in that game too. So, yeah.
Okay.
I'm in.
All right. Talk to me. What are you feeling in that?
I got the under at 6.5. That look at the two pitchers. The game will be like 2-1.
Yeah.
Amazing teams. Amazing pitchers, not amazing teams. And then I've got Sandy Alcantara over 5.5 strikeouts. Just that feels so light to me. He's the best pitcher other than the two on the Mets right now. He's amazing.
Yeah, he's fantastic. And I like the under in that game, considering it's both their aces and two of the better pitchers in baseball.
Yeah.
One thing that I did like otherwise was Padres Moneyline. I feel like minus 34. They're ultimately the better team. And once Alcantara comes out of that game, the bullpen is not strong enough to hold, the Padres down enough to win the game. I don't think, at least. So that for minus 134 today, I'm rocking with. And then I also have Manny Machado, 2 bags. I mean, come on. Top 3 in the MVP race.
I like it.
Like 2 bags for plus 120, plus money at that point. I really, really like that. If you want to parlay those at plus 227, I mean, I'm throwing it all together. I just think like it's one of the MVP candidates, and they're playing the Marlins. So like at the end of the day, like that's a trend in itself.
Yeah, Manny Machado has to take a little bit more of a load now for the rest of the season than he expected to. I know all of them do. We didn't really talk about that, but that was I don't know. When did you get the news? When did you see that he was suspended?
As soon as because everybody in the Mets group chat that I'm in just spammed it instantly. And it was what was really funny was Cano, his tweet. I don't know if you saw that,
so funny.
But he was like, he lost all my respect. Like, it's going to take a while to earn this back. Like, we're not on good terms. And it's like, Cano, do you know
remember
who
what
you are?
Did?
Like,
twice?
Do you remember what you did?
Was it twice for Cano? No,
yeah,
it was twice. That's right. He got the whole season.
Like,
I was like,
what? You got busted for PEDs twice. And now I know like the Tatis thing is funny because he had said it was for ringworm when really like it was an entire different prescription than what he had said. Like maybe
took a shot. What can you say? He took a shot.
Yeah, like it was something entirely like 2 letters off. Like nice try, nice attempt, but like that's not gonna. No, it really was. It was like
no, you're right. I know.
Chlorotin, and it was like Corator or something like that, some shit like that. And they just said that it, like you're not gonna pass that way around here. This is the big leagues. You're not gonna be able to make up that type of excuse.
Yeah, I want somebody to make a list of just the best players ever to ruin their careers with PED and not make the Hall of Fame. Like A-Rod's on that list, Barry Bonds. You can add Tatis to that list too. That's the saddest part about all of it.
Hasn't even done anything yet. Though,
but here's my thing. He can have as good of a career as he wants, a Hall of Fame career. He's never getting the Hall of Fame now.
Yeah,
he's never an option.
Yeah, he's done. And he was the face of baseball thing that they were trying to push.
Yeah,
toast.
You can push
totally toast.
Come over to New York, push Pete Alonso. Everybody loves his face.
I was gonna say
no, you don't say that. Pete Alonso.
Oh,
that handsome fella.
Anthony Volpe is gonna be. He's next. He's the next face of baseball. It's there. But yeah, Padres money line at -134. Manny Machado 2 bags at +120. Parlay them together for +227. And let's take that one to the crib tonight.
Oh yeah, I like that one.
All right. Let's talk Mets because you guys got a game tonight, and actually, division game going up against the Braves. We talked about it last weekend that this was one of the best series in baseball when you had, DeGrom and Scherzer on the mound. Tonight, Cookie Carrasco coming in as an underdog to Atlanta, +124 on the money line, and Atlanta sitting at -146.
Oh yeah.
How you feeling? What you got?
It's tough not to feel good after this the series that just happened. Friday was a little upsetting, to be honest. This should have been a sweep. They gave up 2 runs the entire series, and they were both on Friday. So that was a very odd loss. But the team's amazing. As long as this rotation's healthy, I wish you could bubble wrap until October, honestly. They're all amazing. Carrasco's been statistically the worst, but since July began, he's been unbelievable. So really, there's no question. They have a 1.11 ERA as a team in the last 9 games. That's unheard of. So I know everybody loves to talk about hitters and like Francisco Lindor, Pete Alonso. Only thing I'm worried about at this point is who's starting that day, because if it's any of the guys that are currently in the rotation, they have a shot to win every day if they score 2 runs. So tonight's no exception. Carrasco against a team that strikes out a lot. He'll get some strikeouts, bump that up a little bit. I don't know what that number is at, but I said this. I've been saying it all year. The Braves don't scare me. The Phillies don't scare me. The Mets have a different type of vibe this year, and they're run differently. So I definitely think that the way they play the game, it's very tough for those teams to beat because they play different ways. So
Cookie Carrasco, 5.5 strikeouts line right now at -112. You taking that over?
He had that against the Reds, and he hit it at 6. So I actually like that because the Braves strike out more than the Reds because if they don't hit a home run, they're either striking out or walking. So and very rarely walking. So I think I actually like that 5.5. That's over on that.
Can I get your thoughts on that quote? I don't remember exactly who had
Strider?
said it. Was it Strider himself that had said that?
Trust me, I remember it.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
I wanted to hear your thoughts because for the people that didn't hear out there, basically Strider had said that, they get all these soft hits and what was it? We're going to put them
he said that's great in August, but we'll see what happens in October. And to Spencer Strider, I would say, you've never pitched in a playoff game before, so shut the hell up when it comes to that. But also, to talk about another team like that, I'm a little upset that pitchers don't hit anymore. And the only reason I say that is it's Buck Showalter's the manager. So the first pitch he saw would be in his back. Like, honestly, I wish you could drill him, but unfortunately, I still think.
So are you drilling somebody else? Like, we got to drill fucking Matt Olson tonight?
No, if I'm drilling somebody, and I love Travis d'Arnaud, don't get me wrong. He was a Met. I loved him as a Met. He's great. He's the catcher. He's probably the one, the closest to Strider on the team. I'm drilling him. Somebody has to get hit for saying that because I'm sorry. You don't talk about another team like that just beat you 4 out of 5. So, and for him to be the pitcher that's pitching the first game against them, poetry. Yeah.
So we'll see what happens tonight. One thing I do like tonight, Pete Alonso, 2 bags, +115. I think, if you guys are going to win tonight, I think it's going to be through him and Lindor, the way it's been, the past couple weeks.
Oh, yeah.
I know Marte's been stepping up. Unfortunately, he's been getting tossed down on a couple more steals off. Yeah,
he should not be running right now. He has a groin problem that is still not 100%.
And you guys are getting hosed. Like, these catchers are just making absolute cannons to second base because I watched a little bit of a highlight tape of his last few attempts to steal. I think it was 4 or 5 attempts, and he had gotten thrown out on 3 of them, and it's just every single one was literally a picture perfect throw.
He
not
took
much
one
to do about it.
I think he took a base Saturday. Yeah, the game I was at was Saturday. He took second, then they threw it away. He took third. He only got obviously the steal for second, but he's not 100%. So I don't know why he's running right now. But they have a lot of health issues that they have to figure out. I know you saw Luis Guillorme today. I'm actually a little hopeful.
You guys got health issues. Come on. We just got news that DJ LeMahieu now has something going on with his foot.
So, man, the Mets have had issues all year. 75 wins. So I'm not worried about anybody getting hurt. I've also heard that our number 2 prospect could be on his way up. That's the type of things that get you excited for a playoff run when a young guy can come up. So
I heard, hasn't he been hitting like 180
dude,
or something?
No. Our number 2 prospect. That's the catcher you're thinking about. I saw our number 2 prospect play a double-A game in Somerset a couple weeks ago, and he hit 2 home runs in 2 innings. And I was like, oh, this guy should go. Yeah, and he went up to triple.
That was all that he should.
He should have been up at that point. But then he got sent to AAA, and he's hitting 333. So he's ready. But yeah, that's hopeful. That's hopeful. I have the Mets money line tonight at plus 124. That's the only thing I'm not guaranteeing anything, but I definitely think the Mets are going to bury them this week. I think the Braves are kind of that team that whenever they play the Mets, they look like the Reds, and whenever they play anybody else, they look amazing. So I have no fear from the Braves. And maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you're going to clip this and I'm going to look silly, but I'm okay with it.
I was just going to say, yours is coming in at plus 124. Mine's coming in at plus 115. You want to parlay those together. That's a Pete Alonso 2 bags and the Mets money line for plus 278. I like the value of it for the way you guys have been rolling. Yeah. The only thing, the other day I was thinking about it when you guys have played the Phillies with Scherzer on the mound.
Oh, yeah.
I was so convinced. I was like, tonight's the night. Scherzer on the mound with the chance to really step on the throat of the Phillies. They were coming in hot, thinking that, hey, we could win. We still have a playoff chance, that type of thing. And I'm like, Scherzer's the type of guy that wants to just rip your throat out.
Yeah.
I thought he was going to come in and just step on necks. So
I did too.
Not that he pitched awful.
No, he didn't.
He just didn't have run support. And so I was literally like, it hurt me. Even as a Yankee fan, I was like, damn, I really think the Mets should have won that game.
And those Philly fans enjoyed talking after Friday, and then Saturday and Sunday happened, and it got really worse. It got really bad for them, to be honest.
Yeah, so. they got quiet, and we know New York runs baseball right now, and once things come to October, November, the
they're gonna feel it. They're gonna see it
where it belongs.
That will be the best World Series around here if it happened. Nobody else in the country would have any interest.
The tri-state area would be rocking though.
Oh yeah.
All right, I got one more pick for you to cap off. So 9:39 tonight, Mariners going up against the Angels. Ohtani on the mound for the Angels, but I am not touching anything on that side of things. They inflate his line absurdly because his name is Shohei Ohtani. Sure. Like, whatever, I get it. We found out yesterday his favorite American food is In-N-Out. So, that's cool, I guess.
That's such a flex.
Yeah, I guess, because he lives in California.
Yeah.
Just whatever, dude.
I don't like him anymore.
Yeah, no, I never liked him to begin with. But I am going to be taking Luis Castillo. He's on the mound for the Seattle Mariners. His strikeout line is at 6.5. He has hit it 4 out of his last 4 starts, 3 of them coming against the Yankees. He had 8. 3 of those times, and then 7 once. So 6.5. I like that number a lot. I'm going to take the over on that. That sits at minus 154. So not too crazy of a value, but Castillo, for a guy that's been consistent and the ace of their team, I'm expecting him to come out and duel with Ohtani.
I like it. I actually really like it. You had me with the Luis Castillo. He's been amazing lately, honestly. So I'm so happy he's not a Yankee.
Yeah, I see now why they were just like, screw it, let's trade the crib. Let's do it, because I like Frankie Montas and I think he's gonna have a better postseason than people think he's going to. But Castillo is just a bona fide stud, and it's hard to find guys like that.
Yeah, amazing. They're gonna be a good playoff team too, the Mariners, I think.
Yeah, they're gonna be hard nosed, definitely, for sure. They remind me of that Rays team from 2 seasons ago that was just annoying. They don't have anybody too crazy a name, nobody that stands out crazy like that to you. But they got a lot of hard-nosed guys between J-Rod, Ty France, all these types of guys. And we're not even talking about their pitching staff of Robbie Ray, Castillo, who, Robbie was a Cy Young last year. So
Logan Gilbert too, young guy.
Yeah, Gilbert's having a great season. Damn. Yeah, I don't want to really play them in a series. I can't lie.
No, I could see that. There's a lot of teams that I'm kind of like that with the Mets, but at the same time, people are like that with the Mets. So it's the playoffs is going to be.
It's anybody's ball game.
It's going to be. Yeah,
it really is.
It really is.
But we're going to be coming. We're going to be coming with picks all throughout the playoffs. So
during football season too, we're going to have to come up with the little way to decipher our picks.
Oh yeah, we'll have some segments and stuff. We'll definitely break it up. But I think that's going to wrap it up for today, unless you got any more picks.
No, I'm good. I got everything out.
Nice. I think this is our first 30-minute episode in like 2 weeks. We've been rocking and rolling, talking football and all that. But
we're getting there.
Yeah, we're getting there. We are almost there. Home stretch, 2 weeks left until the regular season. We're going to be covering all of that under the sun. That's going to do it for us today, though. Thank you very much, everybody, for tuning in. This has been Moneyline Madness, episode 61. We will catch you in the next one. Don't forget to follow us on social media at ML Madness Pod, Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, all the above. And that's going to do it. So peace out, everybody, and we will catch you later.
Let's go, Mets.